So the second part of this is the group fundraising. So you've already raised 490 for the registration fee. You have that money. Now you need the rest of the money for accommodation, food, and traveling expenses. This group fundraising will require you to work with the youth department of your church. So speak to your youth leader and present these ideas to them. Find out who is going with you, or who is interested in going to the youth congress, and then get a number of those people. Then calculate how much it will cost if all of you are going. That is excluding the registration fee, because you can cover that as an individual. So when it comes to the group fundraising, when it comes to the group, you find out how many people. For example, let's say we are 10 from my church, from Montclair. Then already we know that for accommodation we need 2 5 sleepers. That will be about 1,850 times 2. I don't know how much that is. I'll just write it down there. And then for traveling costs, we'll calculate how much it will cost us if we maybe get a taxi or 2 cars or whatever, which can take all of us. Then we put all of that together, and then we have a target. That amount will be the target for our fundraiser. If you don't have a church, or if there aren't many people who will be going from your church, or there's no one, only you are interested in going, then you can reach out to your friends who are near you, or you can reach out to churches within the district. It makes everything easier. If you are perhaps far away from home, you're university students, find other churches who might be doing this group fundraising. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is obviously have a fund, in order for you guys to put money into. So if you guys have any money left over from your individual fundraising, put money into that group fund. If you have any money which you have to spare, or savings or anything like that, put that money in the fund. It will make everything easier if you guys are the ones to start it off. Then the second thing is that you go ask the church, ask church members to donate if they have any money, any amount, whether it's 10 rand, 5 rand, 2 rand, 100 rand, 200, whatever amount of money they have. Just ask them to donate it to that fund. The third way you can raise funds for your group fundraiser, you can do some church maintenance work. Perhaps maybe the people who, I know that some of the church maintenance work is done for free and all that, but maybe the church can pay you a small fee. If you guys do it as a youth and all that, maybe Fridays until the congress, you guys can just do a lot. Cut the lawn and things like that, rake, clean the pool if you have a pool, or things like that. Small things which are important for the church maintenance and things like that. I think that's one way you can raise funds. Another way is that you can go do some work for your church members. So go to your church members, approach them about washing their car, mowing the lawn, doing some general housework. So perhaps you guys can group yourselves into 2 groups or 3 groups or whatever. It depends on the amount of people you have. And then you guys, some will go to this person's house and will mow the lawn, wash the car or whatever, and then others will do the same. They'll pay you the normal rates for these tasks which you guys will be doing, and make sure that you guys do a great job. You don't want to do a scrappy or sloppy job. If you do a really good job, then you deserve that amount of money, and then you can take all of that money that you make from doing all of that and pour it into the group fund. So you can do that for every Sunday until the youth congress, not the youth congress, obviously you need to pay before that, but until the 1st of June. 1st of June will be the target for this group fundraising. So make sure that everything is working towards that. So once you guys take that money and you get it from the people, you just put it in that group fund. And as you guys continue doing all of that general work for those Sundays, you can be able to raise funds. It doesn't have to be only for church members. Anyone who's interested, if you know a neighbor, tell them about what you're trying to do, and then perhaps they'll be interested. Then you call us, you call your people then you do some work, then you make some money in order to raise some funds. Then the fourth way you can raise some funds is by hosting an event at your church. So you can just host a talent show, for example, whereby people can pay 20 Rand to enter at the door. Then you guys can sell some beverages, some food and things like that in order to raise some funds. So you can just do that. Whatever thing you can do, maybe a puppet show, maybe a play or something like that, something which won't even be long, which you can do after Sabbath. Pay 20 Rands, pay 15 Rands for a ticket, sell some food during that program, during the intermissions and things like that, but have a nice program. Obviously, everything you do, you need to do it very well, not sloppy. People need to find value in what you guys are doing. But yeah, that's another way which is very easy. I believe you guys are only using your talents. You won't be spending any money, perhaps maybe in making food or anything like that, but besides that, you're not spending a lot of money in terms of the venue, cutting costs on venue. So it's something which is, very helpful, which you can do. Invite other churches to come and tell them that you guys are doing a fundraiser, we're doing a play, come pay 20 Rand at the door, food will be provided, beverages will be provided, and and watch some money coming into your group fund. And then, as I suggested with the first one, with the personal fund, use your talents as well, use your hobbies, use whatever you have, and just monetize those passions. For those who can bake, let them sell those cookies, let them sell whatever it is that they can sell, and then pour it in the fund. Simple as that. Another way, I think this is more American, we don't do a lot of these here, if at all. I've never seen one here, but you guys can do a garage sale. So whatever items that you have in your vicinity, within your household and things like that, which you don't use, which could be valuable to somebody else, host a garage sale, bring it all together, and then sell those things at an affordable price which people can buy. Maybe you can host an auction, something like that, something which is fun. You can even include some of your works as well, works of art, for example, things that you do as well, which are your passions or which are your talents, anything like that which you can sell at an affordable price, which is good, which people can be interested in, and they know your mission, they know your objective, they will definitely pour in money for your group fund. So those are basically the tips in terms of fundraising. So yeah, it's not a whole lot. You can do all of these, you can do some of these, you can do only one of this if you think it can cover everything, which I highly doubt, but maybe God will help you. But whatever it is, try and employ some of these. And if you have any ideas as well, share them with us, share them with your friends. I think we all need to exchange some ideas which can help us raise funds for the Congress. So here's another thing. In terms of the food, I think something which can really cut some costs is, one, if you can bring some cereals, and we eat cereals for Saturday morning, Sabbath morning, and also Sunday morning, that's fine. And in terms of transport, if you guys have someone who has a van and who's going to the Congress, for Olova, for example, for the guys, you guys can just pay that guy, whichever that person who owns the van, at a discounted price. You obviously talk to him, and then you guys get on to the van with a canopy, obviously, and then you guys go. Simple as that. You won't have to pay that much money in terms of the taxi and all that. It'll be at a discounted price, which you guys can, you're helping them out in terms of the petrol, but you're also helping yourselves out in terms of the price. So I think that's one way you guys can do that. Even if there are cars which are going there, small cars, I think you can divide yourselves among that and then contribute to the petrol fee, and then you guys can all go. But it will all need the collaboration of the Department of the Youth and the church. If we can all collaborate as one, I think we can definitely make it work. And here's some just general tips which you need to keep in mind when it comes to you guys fundraising as a group. Make sure that you have someone who's appointed who will be almost like the treasurer of this, who will keep records of the money which is coming in and things like that. Make sure that you have rules according to how the money will be handled. If we make money this Sunday from the car wash or lawn doing lawn mowing, we say that by Monday or Wednesday that money should be already deposited into the fund, so that we all have rules or whatever in order to which will guide us. Make sure that there is transparency. Let there not be any dodginess. Don't engage in dodgy behavior whereby people don't understand what's going on, or even put someone in a position whereby they might be tempted. That's why there should be more than one person who is handling the money, or who knows about what's going on. Preferably your director, youth director, church treasurer, and somebody else from the youth who will be the youth treasurer. Even the committee of the Adventist Youth Ministries of your church, make sure that they are involved in this as well, so that we don't have anything which might be which will cause problems at the end of the day. Again, this is a group fund. It does not belong to anyone. If we all agree that we're going, we all put in the work. And this is an important thing. We all put in the work. This is our fund. That means each and every one of us should be committed. Each and every one of us should be committed to making this work. That means that in everything that we do, we need to make sure that when we've committed ourselves, and therefore when we are needed, we need to show up. We need to do the best work that we can. God requires the best of us. So in order for us to be able to work well, we need to be able to work as hard as we can, work as excellently as we can. Make sure that God is reflected through the work that we do. So no sloppy jobs, nothing which is shabby, which is not above average, which is not great. And another thing, pray to God before you start, whether it's your personal fundraising, whether it's the group fundraising. Pray to God for him to help you in order for you to be able to reach your fundraising goal. You can also try some crowdfunding. We did it for the Career Expo. That's another great way. I'm not sure of the success of it, but you can make a few dollars, a few rands from that. Maybe people from other conferences will see your initiative and then will pour it in. You guys just do whatever you want to do, and hopefully we can all see each other at the Congress. All the best.